So this guy walks into a kitchen and he's got a duck under his arm, and he says, "This is the pig I've been banging." And she says, "That's not a pig, that's a duck." He goes, "I wasn't talking to you."
Benny, what's going on over there with Joey Petroni? Is he seriously performing for a duck right now?
She comes over every Sunday.
It looks that way, man. I mean, times are hard. Don't be so hard on Joey. It's tough. As far as I'm concerned, the guy's got a good spot. He's got a good gig going over here. So what? He's performing in front of a duck.
I guess.
He's working on new material. You can't knock a guy for working. You can't knock a guy for trying to do something during these are rough times.
Coming out here today, man.
I guess, Benny, I see what you're saying, but I mean, it just kind of looks a little pathetic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage. Our MC. How about a nice round of applause for Benny Gagoots Rizzuti.
Don, hey, I'll be right back. We'll discuss this later. Hey, a guy's got to make a living, man.
Benny! Hey, man.
Hey, how's all my quacking friends doing? What the quack's up? You guys quack me up.
So I want to ask you this question. Is it better to be loved or feared?
That's a good question.
Come on, I don't care about that right now. All we need to do is laugh. So make sure that you watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up right here on GubsRadio.com.
How many times do I have to tell you? People don't respect him. They fear him. There's a big difference. You want to be somebody? Be somebody who works for a living and takes care of his family.
We on TV.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Don and Benny versus the World. We are here on GubsRadio.com, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Vimeo, I believe. Also, this is running on. So check us out on all those things. And like our good friend Ken Pichel always says, we on TV. And yes, indeed, we are, folks. I'm your host, Don Sill, and we got my good buddy, Benny Gagoots Rizzuti, who is now inside of a uterus. Here he is, folks. Benny Rizzuti. Benny, how you doing, pal?
Woohoo, man! I'm on uteri. I'm on a uteral vacation, my man.
You are literally swimming with the fishes over there.
Yeah. Benny Rizzuti swims with the fishes. You know what? A man comes from a vagina and he spends the rest of his life trying to get back in.
There you go. There you go, folks. And you are right now inside there. Also, you're looking good. The beard's coming in really nice.
Thanks.
It's nice and full. It's looking good. You're looking sharp. You wear the beard. You are kind of one of those guys that goes off and on, off and on. You don't stick with it. Like for me, like when I shave the beard off, everyone's begging for me to grow it back because I guess it doesn't suit me. My bare face does not suit me. But you have the kind of face where you can go with it, without it, and you look good both ways.
Well, I had it for a while, for a long while this time, and then when we started Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up, I shaved it off, so that for my friend Alfredo Gagoots.
That's a good one. And for you, Super Bowl Sunday means you make it to the toilet on time.
Oh, so now you choose to be funny.
Oh, there goes the stash.
Leave that mustache off. It's distracting me.
So that's why I shave. But a lot of people like it. If I post on Facebook and stuff, a lot of people like the beard, and I like the colors. It's got a nice color scheme to it now.
It's got the salt and peppery.
Yeah,
it works for you.
You want to see more? I got more hair to show. Wait.
I was gonna say, does the carpet match the drapes, but I wasn't sure if I should go there.
Still, you know what? I was actually looking at it. I was observing one day. I was like, I want it white. It's all white up here. It's not that white down there. There's less white. It's like slightly gray. It's not really gray down there. It's still black. everything in my crotch is black, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's why I always say, I'm black from the waist down, and then Asian from the waist up, and then I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess it means I'm very smart. Like I'm good at math, which I
Good
wish
at
was
math.
true.
Are you?
No, that's not true. I wish it was.
Maybe you're good at dry cleaning.
I do have some Asian. I actually am like I don't know, I think 25% Filipino. So I do have Filipino
Oh,
blood.
really? I believe you've said that before.
Yes, indeed. So I got Filipino blood. And now there's a whole thing, Benny. And I'll tell you this real quick. We've been doing that thing. My siblings and my mother have done this thing, 23andMe or whatever it is, where they find out your genealogy, your DNA, right? You send in your spit, and then basically they do a test.
This is me.
My DNA.
It helps make me who I am.
Every piece is important.
And this is weird, man. So it turns out that my grandfather might not be my actual grandfather.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So the story goes, and this is a story I just found out. Like, so everybody took the test. We have no, my sister and doesn't have any Italian. It was zero,
Wow.
like no Italian. And I'm like, I thought my grandfather was 100% Sicilian. Why don't we have Italian blood? Then we find out that my grandmother, basically, my grandfather was in the Navy, and he met my grandmother in Florida, and she's Filipino.
Yeah.
And then they ended up hooking up, but then about a year later she shows up at his doorstep with a baby.
Oh.
Who's already a year old. So now the probability of him not being the father is even more likely. That it's not like they were married and this happened. So it's very possible that, I don't know, but one of the things she had on her DNA that we never saw before was Finnish. So I might have like a really handsome blonde-haired, blue-eyed Finnish grandfather.
Wow, so you're not Sicilian at all.
We don't know. I'm going to take the test and find out, because my whole identity will be shaken up. My whole life, I just thought that I was a Sicilian, had Sicilian blood.
Right.
So I carried myself that way. You know what I mean? I carried around a switchblade. I used to shake people down in school.
Right.
I took, those type of things. So now I'm like,
you took the virginity away from olive oil.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
and I'm so Sicilian that if you check behind me, you'll see that these are actually figs with a tail on them.
Yeah, I could see some of those actually have marinara sauce coming off of their
them
as well. Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna get away from the sperm marinara joke. So that's just disgusting. That's like something a porn star would have.
Ah.
Yeah.
That just leaves a lot to the imagination. That just opens up the imagination.
Yeah.
But
there's some images you don't want to see there.
But why did you choose sperm as your background, Benny?
I just thought they looked so cool coming at me. I liked them. I was looking up, because I get different backgrounds. I had Bimbo from Betty Boop's character Bimbo. I've had Martians and Mars, and I had a UFO I was going to use today. And then I thought these things look so cool because they look like they're flying at you. And they're carrying the old man,
Yeah.
Sperm's got my back, man.
The sperm got your back. There you go. Hashtag sperm's got my back.
Oh, and he got our towel at the end, but then he started jumping on the trampoline again. This is a fun, sexy time.
And I'm telling you,
I just thought it looked cool. It would be like if I was a musician, this would be my album cover.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty. All it needs is the little Gagoot's mustache and maybe a
Yeah, that would be cool if they had little mustaches on them.
yeah, very
And,
cool.
Sailing into paradise.
And we all started that way. That's how we've all began. That's the beginnings of all of us, are in those little vessels there swimming around, and gotten shot out of a penis. That's how we all started.
And the dopiest one found its way to make me. This is what my sperm cell was like. Look at me, I'm swimming. Look at me, I'm swimming.
We were all the best of the load. So
yeah, that's pretty sad for some of us.
That's one way to look at it. We all were the best at something, and that was in the sperm race. So, but yeah, Benny, it's been, we've been on hiatus for a couple of weeks, and now we're coming back, and a lot of things happen in the news. And I don't know if we want to recap everything, but I will say that the border stuff, and I don't want to get political about the border. I just wanted to say, these coyotes been keeping busy. Do you know what a coyote is?
No, I don't. I thought it was like, that's what when I heard coyotes, I thought, it's just these people that howl at the border wall. But I don't know anything about them, so please indulge me.
These coyotes are people that help smuggle human trafficking across the border. So they basically help people get across our borders, and some of them smuggle drugs through, some of them traffic people through. And they basically are kind of like glorified tour guides, basically, that kind of bring you through the long journey from wherever they're coming from, whatever country, whether it's Mexico or where have you, right, or to our border. So this influx of immigrants at the border has been something like thousands and thousands per day are coming to the border to get access into the greatest country, which is our country. And so I was just thinking, man, what a tough job that has to be a coyote. Those guys work day and night and really put the work in. So I got to talk to one. I got to interview. Yeah, I got to an exclusive interview with one of these coyotes, and basically find out about his day to day.
Cool. Oh man.
Yeah. It was tough to get a hold of them because not a lot of them are up on technology, and if they were, the batteries on their phone die pretty quickly out there in the desert. But in any case, I managed to track one down, and I got a hold of him, and I have the exclusive interview. You want to see it?
Oh, definitely.
All right, here it is, my exclusive interview with a coyote. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, there's been a lot going on at the border. Some call it a crisis, some don't. But with the fact is, though, that this is giving a lot of people job opportunities and all different kind of opportunities we never thought of, including the thriving coyote business. And right now I have an exclusive interview with a coyote. Here he is. How are you, sir? And how you doing?
Hola, Don. How you doing? Huh? It's so good to see El Capocolero again. How you doing? You're I don't know if your viewers will know this, but Don is very famous here.
Really?
And how's El Chocho, Benny?
El Chocho's doing good. He says to say hello also.
Hola, El Chocho.
So we're famous over in your neck of the woods.
Oh yes, everybody's big Pazuzu fans all over.
Wow, that's great. So I just want to get started on this, talking to you. So what's your name? Are you allowed to tell us your name?
Well, I've been thinking about it, Don, and I think it's a bad idea. So you can call me Wiley.
Wiley Coyote.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. We'll do that. And Wiley, tell me, you've been a coyote. How long have you been a coyote?
I've been a coyote really in my heart for my whole life. I used to bring candy into school. Me and my siblings, we would sneak out at night. It's a lifelong passion that we have a saying here. I'm trying to think of the American version. Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Right, exactly. So you're doing what you love. So essentially, you feel like you're not even working.
No, not one day.
So people pay you to help them get across the border or get at least to the border. So you kind of get them from A to B, so to speak.
You can't get anything past you, Doncel.
So what do you focus mainly on in your coyote industry? Is it mainly the drugs or child smuggling?
Some people just go for the kids. Some people just go for the drugs. I find it's like chocolate and peanut butter. It's two great tastes taste great together. So I don't know. It's been a long time since I actually was in America. So that was a very big thing back when I was over there.
Now, let's say for people watching this and they're inspired by you and they want to also become coyotes. What does it take to be a coyote? And, give them some tips.
Okay. It's like anything. You have to have this passion, burning desire to make money off of the misery of others. If you fail here, you go into government. It's the only other thing that does this sort of thing. Yeah. I will tell you, I'm trying to kind of rebrand myself a little bit.
Really?
Instead of being because the whole Wile E. Coyote thing has been kind of played out, and everybody's like, "Oh, what'd you get from Acme? What'd you blow yourself up with today?" And I want to be the Don Quixote of Coyote.
Wow,
Works, right?
The Don Quixote of Coyote.
You can't mess with this Don still. El
Yes.
Caballero.
I'm very impressed. Now, I also want to say to you, for all of the people watching, who want to get into America, they want to get in illegally, they just want to get in, they don't want to go through the hassle. Well, because why bother? Why go through the hassle of coming in the right way, right? When you have you guys. So for those people, how can they contact you and find a coyote of their own to help them get into America?
Oh, we got people all around. We got feelers and everything. Every town, you trust me, it's not a problem to find people. The people they find us very quick. I'll tell you what I've been into lately is I've been donating to Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham.
We're at the edge of the river. On the other side of the river is Mexico. On the other side of the river, we have been listening to and seeing cartel members, human traffickers, right on the other side of the river, waving flashlights, yelling and taunting Americans, taunting the Border Patrol, because they know that under the current policy of the Biden administration, they can flood over here. They're getting paid $4,000 or $5,000 a person.
It's fantastic because they don't want to let nobody in. So if you can't get in, what's the only way to go in? It's over a wall.
I just want to thank you again for taking the time. And is there anything you want to promote or plug on your own right now?
Well, I see this as a truly still growing as an industry. So I'm looking into drones so we can drop children or drugs anywhere, anytime. You just go on something. I want to be the Jeff Bezos of Quixotes,
Yeah, you're really thinking big time.
Absolutely. We build robots and everything, Doncel.
Wow, high tech.
Yeah.
You're bringing the tech industry into the coyote market.
Oh yeah, you can't be left behind. You be like the real Wile E. Coyote. Things blow up in your face. what happens then? There's no strippers anymore. There's no drugs anymore. My kids won't go to the best schools, better than your kids' schools.
Well, Wiley, thank you so much for taking time. I'm sure you're a very busy guy. You have a lot of people you have to help get them over here, and we appreciate it.
Don. I appreciate your reaching out to me. Your reputation preceded you. You are El Culero, numero uno. They still talk about you in Tijuana.
That was a crazy weekend.
Jeez, that's you like John Lennon. Oh, that weekend, it was like 3 years, man.
It's good times. Those are good times. But thank you again, Wiley. I really appreciate it. Wiley Coyote, everyone. You'll see him soon at a border near you. Thank you.
Talk to me.
I want to get things done. I want to get them done. The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you, that you, anyway, I want to get things done. I want to get them done. The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you, that you, anyway. I have never been particularly poor at calculating how to get things done. People's lives are changing, so let's see what happens. All I know, I've been hired to solve problems. What we do, there's no easy answer. I don't even think about it. I have no idea. Oh, come on, I don't know, to be clear. What are we doing? And by the way, here's the deal. If you like to be able to, well, I'm good look. Anyway.
What's that I see on the TV? Put up, shut up, and stand up is on the TV. Make sure you tune in and subscribe. Don and Benny, they're awesome.
Hey, everybody, just wanted to give a quick birthday message and say happy birthday to Sherry Poland. She's been a part of our show for like the last 6 months or so, and it's been great having her part of things. So I just want to say happy birthday, Sherry, a.k.a. Renee May.
Renee May, girl, you're looking good on the sushi tonight. Renee May, girl, you're looking good on the TV tonight. Renee May, girl, you're looking good on the sushi tonight. Renee May, girl, you're looking good on the TV tonight. Renee
Are you tired of a clammy, sticky crotch? Does your butt crack have so many pimples on it that it looks like it has more craters than a lunar surface? Do you have to dig for hours just to get your underwear out of your butt? Well, that's why you have to try Benny's new Swamp Ass Protection Kit. That's right, kiddo. Take your cotton balls and just fling them. You don't need cotton balls anymore, Velvet. You get my Swamp Ass Protection with the 3-foot applicator. If you act now, you'll get a free can of Anal D40 Sphincter Cleaner, which it won't only clean your rash and your crack, but it'll give your ass that new car smell.
All right, Benny, we're back. That was it. The Coyote. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said,
very cool.
Yeah, we have so much catching up to do. Another thing, I went to our friends Looney Tunes this past week, and I love Looney Tunes. It's a great store in Babylon. We've been there before for the show with Joey Petroni. Great show. They don't sponsor us, but I love to talk about them all the time because they're great. It's a great store, legendary place. And it reminded me that it's going on 37 years since Twisted Sister put out their Stay Hungry album.
Right.
And that's a legendary album, not only for Long Island, but for heavy metal in general and for the metal scene. And Mark Mendoza, the bass player for Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
I got to catch up with him and talk to him a little bit. I'm just going to share a little. This is for conversations that I'm doing, but I'm going to share a little bit of this interview so you can just catch this and then find it in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be on our YouTube page and Gubs as well. So here, check it out. Here's Mark Mendoza.
Very cool.
You're worthless and weak. You do nothing. You are nothing. You sit in here all day and play that sick, repulsive, electric twanger. I carried an M16 and you carry that guitar. Who are you? Where do you come from? Are you listening to me?
Shut the hell up! Shut up! Damn it! He won't say it, I will. Shut your ass up, man, before I kick you in the damn nuts. Get out of the damn room. I'm trying to play the guitar. Better my future. Who does this guy think he is?
There's a whole new generation that's starting to discover Twisted Sister through these reaction videos. I don't know if you ever watch these reaction videos, but it's kids that watch, like, you know, We're Not Gonna Take It video or I Want to Rock, and then you can see them reacting to it. And it's all been really positive stuff.
I like that. He said, man, you just being condescending. We don't want nothing from you. We just want to rock. That's it. We just want to goddamn rock. That's it. Leave me alone. We ain't going to take it no more. Get up off me.
So I think that's cool that it's kind of like the torch is still burning and people are discovering you guys all the time thanks to the internet.
What's a video? No, I've seen a few of them, and it's interesting that you get people as widely known, and the fact that not only has our, especially We're Not Gonna Take It, I Want to Rock, been so accepted and so tremendous in the music world, it's used in movies and commercials and everything. So it's kind of strange that you find someone who has never heard the songs before and doesn't know what Twisted Effing Sister is.
That was Twisted Sister, and the name of the song is We're Not Gonna Take It. No, we ain't gonna take it. God damn it.
SpongeBob, you know, Gooby Gooba Rock is using I Want to Rock, right?
Well, all I gotta say when you tell me not to play us in a way. No, right, no,
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, and even Cobra Kai had D on there.
Absolutely.
That's D. Snyder, most badass rocker ever.
What I think is cool is that people continuously rediscover what you guys did, and your music is timeless, where people still rock out to it. And when you watch those reaction videos, it's really cool to see these young kids like digging it, rocking out, headbanging.
You know, right up until the time that we kind of retired, if you want to call it that, because we're still a band, we just don't play live. Our audiences became, as we went through the 2000s, our audiences became a lot more diverse. You know, you do an in-store, you do a meet and greet, and you realize that there's young people there in their teens and early 20s, and half of the crowd is that now. And, you know, the old fogies like me, I'm getting no, me, okay, not you, me. But in any case, and you too, Mr. 50-year-old. But and no, not you. You're a punk. I'm talking to Stephen. It's interesting to include the people in the room in the interview. But no, it's great to see that it really, a lot of it becomes very universal. And the fact that the whole 80s scene hasn't been forgotten at all, because it's just as big as it was back then, and even more so now, because the festivals around the world, and of course, even after we stopped playing, which was only a few years ago, like I said, before COVID, they were all sold out. So you're talking about everything from 40 or 50,000 all the way up to 120, 130,000 people at a venue seeing this stuff, and we've headlined all of them. So it's great stuff. No, it's I don't think it's waning at all. I think it's doing quite well. I think it's very popular, and probably due to the fact that it's kind of good time, good feel stuff. You know, a lot of people have said over the years, an important part is, you know, when I get out of work, I jump in my hot rod car and crank up We're Not Gonna Take It, and I Want to Rock, and Burn in Hell, and all these songs, and drive fast. So I guess we're responsible for making all these towns, villages, and cities some money off the speeding tickets that we make people good. No, I've heard people say that. And, you know, they also say, which is big, which is really huge. And this is a moment that I'll be serious about. So many times in our whole careers, especially more in the last 5 or 10 years, and now especially more since we've had such a bad time with COVID, people say that our music takes them out of the doldrums and out of the dumps and kind of makes them feel a little bit better and gets them through some rough times. And that, Mr. Silly, really makes us feel good. It makes me feel good, because the whole mental health thing of our population is starting to deteriorate because of what we're going through. So when people say it makes them feel good, or they'll watch your show or my show or any of these shows that actually talk about good things, they feel good, because after all, you and I, what we're doing, we're entertaining.
Right.
You know? And if people can smile and come away going, you know, that was a lot of fun to see that and listen to that. So, you know, I make sure that most of our shows here, or most of what I do, is live. This way the chat is live and we can talk to them, and it gets people more involved, and they really, you know, are entertained by it. And everybody always says, I felt better after that.
Right
and
on.
that means a lot to me and the people that I work with here. It really does. So if we can help people get through bad times just by giving them some good entertainment, then why not?
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock.
My name is Silvio Dante. My friend Don Sil, he's got a great show. What's it called?
Put up, stand up, and shut up. No, put up, shut up, and stand up. I keep getting that wrong.
Put up, what is it again?
Put up, shut up, and stand up.
I don't know the name of it, but everybody else does.
Put up, shut up, or stand up. Right? Put up, shut up, stand up.
Put up, stand up, and shut up.
We'll start over.
No, that's put up, stand up, shut up.
Put up, shut up, and stand up. You gotta watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with Don Sills. We just had a fucking blast.
That's what I thought. Put up, shut up, stand up. That's what I was gonna say.
Swamp ass protection, baby. If you want your ass to look fine, you'll have to try this kid of mine.
And we're back. We're here at the Big Duck in Flanders, Long Island, with the big comedian, Tim Saliani. Tim, you are the host of Domestic Disturbance, along with Mike Keegan and Carla Okerson, a hilarious trio. We know that Carla and Mike are together, they're dating. Where do you fit in the dynamics?
I'm the third person to break the bed. Yeah, it's, they are... I met Mike Keegan first. We did a show at a Jewish temple in Hauppauge. You can imagine how that went. And then I met Carla Ogerson through another comedian friend of mine separately.
Oh,
and I
really?
had found out that they were dating, and I was like, what? They're polar opposites. They couldn't be more opposite from each other. They fight about every fucking thing they could possibly fight about. And, you know, basically I looked at her and I was like, we need to do a podcast because I would love to just sit back and watch you guys rip each other apart. And so the Domestic Disturbance was born.
And you guys are great. You all have a great chemistry. That's why I asked, because the dynamic really works well with the three of you guys. You kind of like serve sometimes as the moderator or the voice of reason when they start to go at it.
It's a frightening story.
But I do love the show. It's really good. I urge everybody to watch it. It comes on twice a week, right?
Twice a week, Tuesdays at 9:30 and Fridays at 9:15.
And now we talked a little bit about politics and how it's really heating up now. It's an election year, a lot going on, obviously, if anyone's watched the news.
Yeah.
You're on one side, more or less, and Mike Keegan is on the other side.
Yeah.
How do you keep your friendship, or how does that work?
Well, because we're adults, Don. Okay? We used to in this country be able to fucking disagree on things and then still go out and have a drink. I don't know what fucking happened, but like, you know, you're allowed to disagree about shit and then forge your way to a common ground.
I agree, man, and I think that it is good for people on different sides to be able to communicate. Where do you think it's going wrong? Because it doesn't seem like we can do that anymore.
Social media. Social media has given rise to the old pat on the back generation. And it's not just the young kids, it's the older folk too, because they'll share any fucking shit you throw in front of their face. So really it's social media, because we're being fed a steady diet of horseshit every day. This whole notion of I'm so pretty and I'm so right all the time. So when somebody comes out of left field with something that we don't want to hear, it's like, well, fuck you. I just got told by some asshole in his basement that I was right. So, you know, that's where it's gone wrong.
Now, like, I think there's a difference between the extremely woke people and liberals and Democrats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you seem like a guy who has a reasonable voice, like, and you're definitely on the liberal side.
I'm more on a liberal side,
but you're not woke.
No,
you see the bullshit in wokeness.
It's not, you know, being woke. Listen, the bottom line is you can be woke and not, you know, infringe upon. If somebody says something you don't like, it's okay to turn off the TV. It's okay to turn off the radio. It's okay to walk away. These things are okay. All right? You don't have to then sit there and try to lecture somebody as to why you think they're wrong about something. All right? There's a huge difference between being woke and then showing civility towards people. All right? If somebody's an asshole, you're not going to change their fucking mind. You go about your day being a better person, and that's how you try to elevate the world.
Right on, Tim Saliani. And Tim, one more thing. Have you ever had a debate or spoken to somebody and about politics, and then you said, you know what? Like, they're right. Like, has Mike Keegan ever said anything and you go, you know what, Mike? You know what? Trump is great, or something? Has ever happened to you?
No, I mean, yes. You know, if you listen objectively, you may see a side of an argument that you hadn't seen before. You're always going to bring your preconceived notions into things, but no. I mean, for the most part, no. You're not going to convince me with some fucking meme that you found on the internet. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. You know, I read, fucking read, people, all right? Turn your TV off and read. Don't just read one source, read a fucking bunch of sources and make sure that they're actual legitimate sources.
This is why I love guys like you, Tim, because you give it to us straight. You're not trying to sabotage with a message. It's a straight delivery, and I think that's missing in a lot of political talk these days, where you're coming out at a place where we could all follow, and you know, and we don't feel like you're trying to manipulate at all. You're saying, hey man, this is what it is.
Right, just use some common sense. That's all I ask. You don't have to agree with me. Just use some common sense. It's really not that difficult. Common fucking sense. Thomas Paine wrote about it fucking eons ago. This building was just being erected when he wrote about it. All right? Use fucking common sense. It's not hard. Oh.
And speaking of common sense, here's some Stevie G for you. Here you go.
How you doing? It's Monty Belligerent here. So with all this COVID going on, we have to eat outside now. We go to restaurants like Applebee's and Ruby Fridays and TGIL. I don't know what the hell the name of these places are. They're all the same food. It's all the same crap food. I always say, where's the food that's in the commercial? Bring me that food. Get this crap out of here. That's not true. I'm very nice to the waitresses and waiters. Anyway, now you gotta eat outside. And you know what happens when you're eating outside? You not only got the outside air blowing in your face and the napkins blowing all over, right? You gotta put everything on the napkin because the napkin blows away. You gotta go run and get the napkin like an idiot. You bring it back and you don't want to use the napkin because you just fell on the floor. Then you gotta ask for more napkins. But you can't get more napkins because they're cheap with the napkins now. They're afraid to give you more napkins because of the COVID. I take them home. I steal napkins. I'm a napkin thief. What are you gonna do? You gotta eat outside. You have no choice now. But you know what you're swatting? The bees are coming around. The napkin's blowing off the table. The waitress comes over. Can I help you with something? No, I'm not waving at you. I'm getting rid of the bees. And what's gonna happen when it gets cold? I'm gonna sit out there with a coat on in the snow, with snow falling on my napkin that just blew off the table. Or I have a 100-mile-an-hour wind and it's freezing 17 below zero. I'm gonna eat outside with icicles on my nose. And I can't call the waitress and say the burger's cold. Listen, this burger's cold. She's gonna say, of course it's cold. It's 7 degrees outside, you moron. Why don't you sit inside? I can't because of the COVID. What are you gonna do?
Bar service will be suspended in bars, tap rooms, nightclubs, and restaurants. The city says this change is needed because the city has a spread rate of COVID-19 that exceeds the state average. Our Jennifer Merrily was at City Hall.
Fuck you! It's called a turn signal!
Hello, Don, it's me again. And my stand-up way of life. Freedom to laugh is one of our most valued possessions. Seems my jokes are oh so 2020. All I care about is bringing something funny. Speak of comedy meeting destruction. Nice joke, tell it to an audience. Observational, classic hack or corny jade. Blue or unblue, oh what to do. The pressure of hot takes. I've got to finish strong. Oh, just one more big laugh to get. Second guessing myself, and I'm dripping with flop sweat. Watch Pazuzu. We on TV.
All right, Benny, that's the show for today. That's our, another fun one in the books.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Mark Mendoza is a fun guy. I want to thank him again for taking the time. The rest of that interview, the full interview, will be on YouTube. So check that out as well. Yeah. Also, I just want to thank you again, Benny, for all you do, my friend. You rock.
You rock, my friend. You rock. You rock.
No, it was fun stuff indeed. Again, I want to dedicate this show to my brother,
yes,
who passed away a couple weeks ago, suddenly.
Yeah.
So it's been rough coming back from that. But it's doing stuff like this that helps me, like therapeutic for me personally, to kind of get back into it and do my best. But he was a great guy. He touched a lot of people. They wrote articles on him in Newsday. There's articles on him in some of the other local newspapers around Long Island for his, how many people he inspired as a school teacher. So I just want to dedicate this show to him and isn't Greg Sill, and God bless him. And remember, everybody, life is short.
Yeah.
Savor the moments, and always be your best self. So with that said, I just want to say, Benny, you're awesome, pal.
No, you're awesome, my friend.
No, you're awesome.
You are spermicidically awesome.
Yes.
All right, I gotta swim with the sperms out. See ya. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Enjoy the swim, everybody.
Here is High School West's own Mr. Sill with Can't Stop the Feeling.
This one goes out to everyone in Smithtown, Smithtown High School West, and all the seniors, senior class 2020. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We flying high, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good song in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Gotta like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Nothing I can't see, but when you dance, 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 feeling good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I should do to keep dance, 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 yeah. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. Can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. Don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good song in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Gotta like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Nothing I can't see, when you dance, dance, dance. Feeling good creeping up on you, so keep dance, dance, dance. All those things I should do to you, so just dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, just dance, dance, dance. Can't stop the feeling, just dance, dance, dance. Take it down now. I can't stop the feeling when you dance, dance, dance. All those people creeping up on you, so keep dancing, yeah. Can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing, yeah. I got this feeling in my body. I got this feeling in my body. Come on.